Yo, just got back from watching Thunderbolts. Yeah, people. Right, so there's been a lot of anticipation about this film. A lot of anticipation. You know what I mean? Some people haven't been happy with recent ones. I enjoy Captain America Brand New World, as you guys know, right? But man, there's something about Thunderbolts, right? They're the anti-hero team, right? I believe it all came from Heroes Reborn, when the Avengers and a whole heap of other heroes got sucked into the ultimate dimension. It was the Masters of Evil that saw a hole, rebranded themselves as the Thunderbolts to garner good grace with the public and everyone like that. So they called themselves the Thunderbolts. Right? You know what I mean? And that's how it all happened. And as the years have gone on, we've had new iterations of, right, these Thunderbolts. They've been villains, they've been anti-heroes, they've been cast outs of the Avengers proper. You know what I mean? So it was just like, how would this be presented? How would this be presented? Right? It is directed by Jake Schreier, his third feature film. Written by Eric Pearson and Joanna Calo. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think, the film is produced by Kevin Feige, right? Obviously. Executive produced by Jason Tamez. Luis D. Espirito and Brian Chapek. It is co-produced by David J. Grant, Alana Williams, and Simona Paparelli Wolf. Son Lux took care of the music. Andrew Droz Palermo is on cinematography. It's all edited by Angela M. Canzara and Harry Yoon. Sarah Finn was down with the casting. Grace Yun is production design. Rory Brune, Andy Crumbly, Michael Hersey, Brittany Hitz, and Carla Martinez are art direction. Set decoration is Gene Sardina. Costume design is Sanja Milovich Hayes. We got hair, makeup, prosthetics, just all of that jazz, right? Cindy Wells, Adam Walls, Vasilius Tanis, Isabella Scuffle, Trezzy Rochelle, Shayna Renart, Anna Quinn, Danielle Peebles, Evelyn Norris, Bill Meyer, Alina Miller, Amber Michael, Diamond McCall, Donna Martin, Tess Lay, Latoya Kelly, Kimberly Jones, Nix Herrera, Megan Heaney, Pamela Hall, Lane Friedman, Tara DePretilio, Nancy Cummings, Leigh Cangelossi, Susanna Boykin, Amanda Bianchi, Leonard Atkins, David Atherton, Erica Adams. Okay, so our cast. Who was in this epic, right? So we got Florence Pugh. She's back as Yelena Belova. Sebastian Stan is back as Bucky Barnes. Right, we've got John Walker, US agent, played by Wyatt Russell once again. Olga Kurylenko is back as Taskmaster, Antonia Drekov. All right, Louis Pullman is Bob, Geraldine Vashwanathan is Mel. She's an assistant to Julia Louis-Dreyfus's Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Right, we have got David Harbour as Red Guardian, Alexis Shostakov, right, the father of Yelena. Technically, you know, there's some odd stuff around it, but yeah, he's kind of her dad. We've got Ghost, played by Ava, aka Ava Starr, played by Hannah John-Kamen. There is also Wendell Pierce is, what's his role? That's Congressman Gary, right? Chris Bayer is Holt. Violet McGraw is a young Yelena. Alexa Swinton is Anya, right, from the flashbacks. Eric Lange is Houston. Shara Stella is a young Valentina. Stefana Quarantine is Valentina's father. Olivia Walker is played by Gabrielle Bradolos. They're probably our main group, right? Oh, Clayton Cooper is a young Bob, and Joshua Mickle is his dad. Molly Carden is his mum, right? So that's all of that kind of stuff. This is the 36th film in the MCU. I mean, that's crazy, right? And it is the last part of phase 5, right? And, you know, it does serve that well, because there are definitely these really good tie-ins to what comes next. Now, as I said, how was this going to be portrayed, right? And I think it is set up very well. You know, we've got, you know, all of these operatives, and they're sold a bill of goods that isn't necessarily legit, right? And the great thing about this, right, because this is a superhero film, but it's slightly different. It's a bit like Captain America Brand New World, that being a political thriller more than a superhero flick, right? This film does reference that film a lot. But this film, Thunderbolts, and the asterisk is explained superbly, right? That, oh my gosh, that was superb. But this film, it's not necessarily a superhero film, right? It's a film about loss. It's a film about disillusionment, right? Not belonging. You know what I mean? Being lost, right? Rudderless in the world. That's what this is about. And I thought that was displayed really well. You know, we've got Florence Pugh. I mean, Florence Pugh is a great actress, right? There's something about her. She's got this incredible presence on a screen. And she's really good in all types of roles, which we have seen, you know, but she does a superb job of displaying all of this, right? Louis Pullman as Bob does. So does David Harbour. You know what I mean? They all are just fantastic at doing this, bringing this shit to life. Wyatt Russell, we get that different side to all of that, because he is very brash, but that brashness is shielding him from what's lurking inside. You know what I mean? So all of those things come out really well. Really, really, really well. I thought Geraldine Vashwaman as Mel is an interesting foil. Now, her character isn't necessarily super developed, but it does kind of show that indecisiveness. You know what I mean? Like, what do I do in a crisis? Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, right? Julia Louis-Dreyfus is, I mean, she is superb. And she just says, you know, and it sums everything up, right? I realized that there are bad guys, and then there are even worse guys. Nothing else. Because this is about gray area, right? Like, there's so many people that want to profess to be great, profess to be wonderful. And then you find out that they are shit. I mean, look at Bill Cosby, right? Look at Ellen, right? There's so many of these people. So we need to show that. We need to understand that. And this film does do this, right? It shows us this because we have Valentina throughout looking to do one thing, but then we get this masterful play, which, I mean, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense. And you'd be like, yes, that's what this character would do. So we have all of this, you know, we have that searching for something. I wondered what they were going to do with the Sentry, how they would play it. The Sentry is a tricky character because he is so powerful, right? So how do you stop the Sentry, right? It is that thing because it's like Superman. And it's just like, well, you're saying a normal person can, like Lex Luthor, can defeat Superman, right? It doesn't make any sense, right? So how do you work it? And I think what they did with the Sentry was fantastic, right? I think that was fun, especially at the end. Oh man, that was great because it just signifies that thing, right? When we are lost, when we are disillusioned, what do we want? What does anyone essentially want? And these are the things that are on display. Now, I didn't think this was perfect, right? There were the points of the film that did feel a bit laggy. You know what I mean? Did feel that. But then there's these other moments that really bring it back, right? Really bring it back, right? It's great when we see Bucky, you know what I mean, as Winter Soldier at that one point. You know, you have the moments like Red Guardian and the little girl, you know, just these kind of things really do, like, man, get you like, yes, right? And the end credits. So people, this is the thing, because so many people left the cinema. There is an end scene, which is funny, and that comes pretty straight away. You then have to literally wait till the end of the credits, people. You have to wait because this next bit just ties in what is to come. And it is like you see the thing, you're just like, shit, okay, right? It's like at the end of Infinity War when you see Nick Fury's pager, right? It's similar to that. So stay till the end of the fucking film, people, for this. Because it is good. It is good. And just the end of the film, I loved the pseudo ads and the trailer and the paper articles and all of that, the covers, all of that was fantastic. As I said, this pivot was fantastic. The pivot really did make the film for me. I enjoyed that so much. I enjoyed it so much because it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense when you think about the current climate, right? And I'm talking about the climate of the MCU, nothing else, people. No political shit here, right? So that was fun, right? Yeah, I think if you enjoy Captain America, you'll enjoy this, right? If you like the Thunderbolts as a story, a comic book, I think you'll enjoy this. I think it's as I say, it ties things up. It leads into things. It's not a bad showing. It's not a bad showing. I think I might have preferred Captain America: Brand New World, Brave New World, whichever it is. But Thunderbolts, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. So it is. I think the time I drop this, it will now be out in the States as well. So yeah, people, let me know what you think, right? Let me know what you think. Did it resonate with you? Did they get, these characters right, like Bob? You know what I mean? Did you enjoy the pivot? Did you enjoy the end? Did you stay till the end credits? People, let me know. Let me know. Right? That's our thoughts on Thunderbolts.